for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will put it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's incomplete, and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the pass.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on! Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The play action fake. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Messi. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bruins are on the move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try it over the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, wants to pass. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Working the middle, it's complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quick completion on the out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great...
There he goes! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
It's third and goal and third and long. He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Let's it fly. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position. The fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, USC! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. His Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. Wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively. Now it sets up 4th down.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trying to move them on the counter. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Runs through a tackle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught throws the middle. It's massive. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quick handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Works the middle of the field. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Looking to get it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. position is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Now on first down from the 40. These corners going to give these receivers some space. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilkins. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
So now it's second and long. Send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
USC 28, UCLA 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that left side now.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's long. Powers through the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's long. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's He's going to score. Touchdown, Bruins!
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
Attempt to try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Back in 1939, USC first stole Victory Bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.